What's up, guys? I'm here with something kind of new for me. I'm going to be opening some magic packs today. I bought a box of Double Masters, which is the new master set, or rather, I'm splitting a box. A friend and I decided, you know what, $300 for a bunch of magic cards, that's crazy. $150 for some magic cards, that's perfectly reasonable. So we've split it, which means that there are 12 packs for each of us. So here's 12 packs for me. And also, since this is double masters, there were 2 box topper promo cards, and my pro strat for how to distribute the 2 promos in a fair way, I sleeved them face down, and we each randomly got one. He already looked at his. It was a Stoneforge Mystic, which is a pretty good card. So we're going to see maybe my box topper can top that, although we'll see. I could get unlucky. I'm just praying no Tron land. Tron land is the whammy here. Like the Urza lands, I know that the box topper can be one of those, and I have no use for those. They're not that good in Commander, at least in the decks I play, and you kind of need a whole set of them. So hopefully not a Tron land, but we're going to start with this, just so that the anticipation isn't just weighing on us the whole video. All right, no Tron land, no Tron land, no Tron land! Oh, it's not a Tron land. In fact, it is quite a good card, Thoughtseize. Full art Thoughtseize. So these are not foil. The box toppers for the boxes are not foil. I think to get foil of these, you have to buy the VIP packs, which I have no interest in that. So anyway, Thoughtseize is a good one, guys. This is a very playable card. Probably worth a chunk of change. I'm going to try my best to put dollar values up on the screen, at least for the cards that are worth a non-insignificant amount. So good start, guys. Good start. I'm pretty happy with that, but let's start cracking into these packs. We're going to start with these ones that have, what is this, the worm coil engine on the front. So it's called Double Masters because every pack has 2 rares or mythic rares and 2 foils. So you could get some really amazing stuff or you could get some junk. Let's see what we got here. Driver of the Dead. I'm not familiar with this card, but you know, a lot of these commons are mostly just for limited format. Orcish Vandal. I know that card, but not really relevant. Ooh, Elvish Aberration. Add 3 mana and Forest Cycling? That seems like a good common for limited. Defiant Salvage. I'm not going to go through all the packs this slowly, by the way. I'm just, you know, for the first few packs, we'll go slow just to get an idea of what the commons and uncommons are like in the set. Everflowing Chalice is a good card. This is a very, very playable Commander card, so I'm very happy to see that. I actually will probably put this in Commander decks. So mostly the only formats that I play in Paper are Draft and Commander, and this set is actually really Commander focused, so hopefully we can get some good Commander cards here. Apprentice Wizard. What, tap and a blue to add 3? This is actually an interesting card. You got longtime viewers may know I've been wanting to build a mono blue Sea Monsters Commander deck, and this could be useful because mono blue ramp is very rare. So interesting card. Oh, Chatter of the Squirrel, make some squirrels. Alabaster Mage, give something lifelink. Who cares? On to the uncommons here. Hinder. Counter spell. If the spell is countered this way, put that card on the top or bottom of its owner's library. Okay. 3 mana counter spell, not that interesting. Clone Shell. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4, exile 1 face down, put the rest on the bottom in any order. Okay. Mirrorsmith. Whenever you cast an artifact, you can create a mirror. Interesting card. On to the 2 rares here. Ad Nauseam. This is a known card, right? Maybe it's only known because the art is gross. I've definitely seen this card around, although I've never played it myself. Reveal the top card, put it into your hand, and you lose life. You may repeat this process any number of times. Oh, okay. I'm starting to see why I recognize this card. That's a pretty powerful effect, especially in Commander, where you start with 40 life, so your life total is not that scary. Seems like a good card. O-Stone. This is another well-known card, and very beautiful art, too. This is the Gabor. Oh, God, it sounds Polish or Russian. This is a very hard name. Gabor Shikshai. I'm so sorry. I know I butchered that. But this is a very well-known Commander card, too. Well, it's a well-known card in general. 3 mana artifact, 4 and tap it to put a fate counter, 5 and tap it and sacrifice it to destroy each non-land permanent without a fate counter on it, and then remove all fate counters from all permanents. sorry, did I say put a fate counter on this? I meant put a fate counter on target permanent. So basically you say, okay, I want this to live, this to live, this to live, and then you blow it up and everything blows up except the things that you said to live. So one-sided board wipe, even though it's very slow and a lot of mana, still a powerful effect. Seems like a good card. Our Argivian Restoration, foil common, and then Darksteel Axe, another foil common. So there are 2 foils in every pack. The foil commons and uncommons are generally going to be pretty worthless, like 10 cents a piece, but the foil rares and even some of the foil uncommons can be worth a pretty penny. And then our token is an Eldrazi spawn. Okay, I'm going to start picking up the pace here and start organizing our piles. Let's see what's in pack number 2. Lightning Axe, well-known card. Bloodbriar. Interesting. Bone Picker. Oh, yeah, I know this card, because it costs 1 if a creature died this turn. It's a powerful effect, especially in limited. Skinbrand Goblin. Balduvian Rage. Ooh, target creature gets plus X plus O. Ooh. Gives something a lot of attack. Here is a non-foil Argivian Restoration. Chromatic Star. I think I recognize this card. I don't know. Maybe I don't. Usually if I recognize a card, that probably means it's worth something, because that probably means I've seen it played in Commander. If I don't recognize the card, it could still be worth something, but probably not a common. Veteran Explorer on top of the Crusader of Odric. On to the uncommons here. Actually, Veteran Explorer was an uncommon. What do you do again? When it dies, each player searches their library for 2 basic land cards. Okay, why do I don't want my opponents to search the library unless they don't run basics. Culling Deus. Sacrifice a creature to put a charge counter. Sacrifice it to draw a card for each charge counter. Very slow sack outlet. Oubliette. This is actually an uncommon that is worth a little something something. So I'll throw that in here with the Chalice. Oh, we hit our first mythic, boys. Avacyn, Angel of Hope. This is a good card. I believe this is a very highly played card. I believe this is worth some cash. So good hit for our first mythic there. That's exciting. Our second rare here, Kemba, Ka Regent. Oh, Cat Cleric. Beginning your upkeep, create a 2/2 white cat creature for each equipment. Whoa, 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 whoa. White equipment. That's very spicy. This could be a fun commander, even though mono white obviously sucks. Mirror Retriever, I recognize this card, but it is a common. When it dies, return another target artifact from your graveyard to your hand. This could be interesting in Artifact Matters type of decks. Auriok Salvagers. Return target artifact card. Okay. Wait, is this a rare? No, it's an uncommon. It's hard for me to see the color of the little icon on the right. Okay. Deece. Ooh, and a treasure token. Need lots of these for Commander, guys. I end up playing with a lot of treasures. All right. Let's keep going. This is exciting, guys. We've got some good hits so far. I'm not gonna lie. Let's hope the luck continues. We're getting some pretty nice stuff here. We got a Tumble Magnet, a Divest. Know this card well from many standard sets. I believe that's been reprinted. Kozul's Troll Collector. 0 mana to attach equipment to it. That could be kind of good. Steel Sabotage. 1 mana counterspell, but only for artifacts. Golem Skin Gauntlets. Very interesting. Volshot Gauntlets. Some equipment here. Wait, these are both equipment. We got double gauntlets here. Okay. Oh, these are like bad gauntlets, though. They don't untap. You can attach it to an opponent's creature, right? I think you can do that in the rules. Cloud Raider Sphinx, this guy is the god in limited formats. And oh my god, right in the middle of that sentence, a timer went off. I'm cooking dinner right now. But in Dominaria Limited, that card was the god. Obviously, it's not really relevant in constructed formats. Remember the Fallen. Crop Rotation, this is a good card. I believe this is a very, very good card in Commander because you can search your library for a land card. Does not have to be a basic land card. That is very important text. Search your library for any land card. And there's some pretty broken land cards, especially in Commander. So, seems like a good card. Oval Chase Daredevil. When an artifact enters the battlefield. Okay. Interesting. Clone Shell. I think we've seen that one already. Ooh, not a mythic, but it is a legendary creature. Potential commander here. Vishkal Blood Arbiter. You can sack a creature to put counters on it for the creature's power, and then you can remove the counters to basically destroy an opponent's creature. So you're killing your own dudes to kill their dudes. I believe the Command Zone did a deck of this was on their show. I'll link it in the description. This is a very, very cool commander, although it's probably not a particularly high money card. Glimmer Void. If you control no artifacts, sacrifice. Oh, is this good in Commander? I have no idea. It's hard for me to judge because Commander has like Command Tower and all these broken lands, so this might not be relevant in Commander, but very interesting card. And then our foils, Salivating Gremlins. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm salivating myself over here. And then Supernatural Stamina. So not really hitting anything good on the foils just yet, but the night is young, guys. We still got lots of packs to go here. All right, on to the last one of these Wormcoil Engine packs. Boy, would I sure like to open a Wormcoil Engine. That is a very strong commander card, and I don't own one, actually. So, by the way, I'm not really planning on selling these cards. So even though I will be showing the monetary values on screen, it's not like I'm just going to resell this and try to make money. I'm going to use these for Commander. I have a lot of Commander decks and a lot of decks that I want to build, so anything here that looks like a really sick card, I will probably find a home for it. Ancient Stirrings, strong card, but Bone Picker, Lightning Axe again. Glaze Fiend, what are you? An illusion. When an artifact enters the battlefield, it gets +2/+2. Okay, limited piece. Skinwing, Equipment, Living Weapon. Ooh. I mean, this card probably sucks, but Living Weapons are a very interesting type of card that they don't make anymore because they tend to be a little broken. So it just makes a 2/2 flyer for 4, and then you can re-equip it. More of these Volshot Gauntlets. Relic Runner, I remember you from Dominaria Limited. In case you can't tell, I've played a lot of Dominaria Limited. I was a big fan of that format. Here, let me make sure I have everything in frame. I've never done anything like this whatsoever before, so if this is a little bit janky, I apologize, guys, but I'm doing my best here. Angel of Dawn, another guy I've seen in a lot of limited formats here. Treasure Keeper. When Treasure Keeper dies, reveal cards until you reveal a non-land card with converted mana cost 3 or less. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Interesting. I don't know if that's any good, but it's an interesting uncommon. Valorous Stance. Either target creature gains indestructible or destroy target creature. This would be good and limited, but I'm not particularly interested. Brimstone Volley, 3 damage to any target. 5 damage if a creature died. Another good limited card. Don't really care. Death's Shadow. Death's Shadow gets -X where X is your life total. What a card! So in case you don't know, in Commander you start with 40 life. So this guy's a 13/13. It's going to be hard to get your life low enough that this is going to matter, but it is a very interesting effect, and cards with interesting effects tend to be notable even if they're not particularly that good. I'm sure there are decks that this is good in, but not in the Commander decks I play. Ooh, this is hype. Joyra Weatherlight Captain. Now, did she used to be a mythic? I seem to recall in Dominaria she was a mythic, but maybe I'm wrong. But I absolutely love this card, one of my favorite commanders, and I don't own one, so I'm really excited to actually get to play with one. I've played with this card a lot in Arena, but never in paper, so I'm very hype about that. Welding Jar. Sack it to regenerate an artifact. Well, the fact that this costs 0 to me indicates that this is an interesting or notable card. 0-cost artifacts tend to be playable, even if the effect doesn't do very much, and the effect of this doesn't do very much at all, but it is an interesting card. I'm going to put it here just so I remember to look it up later. Oh, Foil Council's Judgment, you say? Foil Council's Judgment? Our first foil rare. Will of the Council, starting with you, each player votes for a non-land permanent you don't control. Exile each permanent with the most votes or tied for most votes. Guys, this is an interesting card. I like it. Seems like a good pull. Watch, I'm going to be so disappointed when this is worth like 50 cents, but I feel like this is going to be worth a little something. Let's sleeve it up, okay? Now, something, if you don't know much about Magic, it's kind of been like a thing that people have complained about, myself included, that Magic's foils, they tend to bend just because of the foiling process. They just bend on their own. But I have heard that people have told me that Double Masters foils don't bend, or that they're like the best foils ever. But anyway, that's why I'm sleeving it, because that can help to prevent foil bending. And we got a squirrel token. You little cutie. All right, we're through all the Worm Coil Engine packs. Now we're on to this guy. Someone in the comments knows who this guy is, but I'm a fool and I do not recognize him. He's probably some commander. But let's crack him. Cast Down. Of course, I've played this card a million times in different standard and limited formats. Darksteel Axe. Boring. Elvish Aberration. That is an interesting card. Metallic Rebuke. Flayer Husk. Another living weapon. But this one only costs 1. Hey, Urza's Power Plant. That's a Tron land. These are not worth nothing. This is what I was really hoping, that my promo card would not be a Tron land, and it wasn't, so I'm relieved about that. But I'm also happy to get these in here, even if I'm never going to play them. Frogify. Turn something into a frog. That's cute. Glint Sleeve Artisan. I believe I already play this card in one of my decks. I have a red-white dwarf deck with Depala Pilot Exemplar as the commander. I think I might already play this guy. Or maybe he's just too weak to play. 3 mana, 2/2 that makes a 1/1. It's kind of a crappy card, but Core Tapper. Put a charge counter on an artifact. Sacrifice him to put 2 charge counters on target artifact. Huh, I've never played charge counter. Oh, I guess lots of cards have charge counters, right? Like O-Stone. Interesting card. Drown in Sorrow. All creatures get -2/-2, scry 1. That's a powerful effect in some formats, but I feel like in Commander, -2/-2 ain't enough. Creatures tend to be a little bigger in Commander. Cranial Plating. This is kind of a notorious card. I believe this card was broken at some point in Standard. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each artifact. But you need to be playing black, which is not really like an equipment-focused color generally, at least for the decks I run, but that is an interesting card. That could be a good one. Awakening Zone. Beginning of your upkeep, create a 0/1 Eldrazi spawn that you can sack to add 1. The fact that this isn't green, to me, says that this is not going to be relevant to my interests. Green has a million times better ways to make mana, but seems like a powerful effect regardless. Oh, Tuk the Explorer, huh? Another commander. In case you guys don't know, in case anyone's watching this who has no clue what Commander is, in Commander, you have to have one card that is your commander, and they must be a legendary creature. And legendary creatures, you can see, have this border. So whenever we see this border, the card is at least a little bit interesting because you could make them your commander. But the color of the commander dictates the color of your deck. So if Tuk is your commander, you may only run red cards. So single color commanders tend to be less good, but Commander's not just about making good decks. It's about having fun, too. So cards like this can be really cool. When he dies, create Tuk the Returned, a legendary 5/5 colorless Goblin Golem. Well, I mean, I don't see this being a good commander, but it is a very fun card. And Goblin is a very interesting creature type. Lots of Goblin decks out there. People are building around Goblins often, so that's a cool card. I'm a fan. Salivating Gremlins. I think we've seen this before. One of our foils. And then Skinwing. Foil Skinwing. Oh, then a little cute little shapeshifter token. I feel like this is a nice token. Don't you think? He just seems like a nice guy. He just seems like a chill bro. I don't know. He's got a goose next to him. I like that token. Next up, let's see what we got here. Whisper of the Wilds. Tumble Magnet. Another Divest. The Troll Collector, Eager Construct. When it enters the battlefield, each player scries 1. Okay, not a particularly relevant card. Gleaming Barrier. This is actually... Okay, it's a bad card, but... Parasitic Strix. Well, there's another Strix in this set that I'm really hoping to get. The Baleful Strix. But Parasitic Strix, you know, owls are cute. Ancestral Blade. Played with this card a bunch. Sentinel of the Pearl Trident. This is a notable card, right? You can blink a historic permanent. I don't know, probably not good, but ooh, Basalt Monolith. This is a notable uncommon. This is worth some dimes. I'll take it. Thirst for Knowledge. Draw 3, discard 2 unless you discard an artifact. Seems like That could be a good card. I don't know. Hey, we got one of these lands. So this is the rare land cycle for this set. I believe they have all 10 of them in the set. Although, I don't know. Maybe they only have allied colors or enemy colors. I don't remember. But these are good. These are generally good in Commander. Blue-green is not my favorite color combo, but I am not going to complain, and I would be happy to get more of these. So here we go. Another potential Commander here. Mazarek Crawl Death Priest. When a player sacrifices another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter. Okay. Okay. Lots of decks like to sacrifice stuff. Foil Cathartic Reunion. This is a very playable card. It's a common, but it's very playable. Red card draw is rare. Fierce Empath. I believe this was an M21. I remember playing this in draft very recently. So, and then Ooze. Okay, boys, we are halfway through. 6 packs left. We're doing pretty well so far, but let's hope that we can get some crazy lucky pulls here. That would be hype, right? So I realized that I didn't explain what draft and limited are, in case you guys don't know. I know I have a lot of viewers who don't play Magic. Draft, well, limited is a catch-all term for anything where basically you open the cards and you play them. Like, you don't construct a deck, you just open the cards and you play with cards out of what you open. And draft is a format where basically you open the pack, you pick a card, you pass it, and then you pick a card from the pack that's passed to you, and so on and so forth until you have a deck. And it's really, really fun, and I love draft. It's probably my second favorite format behind Commander, so I play it whenever I get a chance, but obviously the fact that there's COVID and stuff, it's a little tough to do right now, so we're just cracking the packs, and we're not getting any gameplay out of them right now. I'll just get the cards and put them in my Commander deck. So, Salivating Gremlins, Silumgar Scavenger. Ooh, a zombie bird, nasty. Crushing Vines. No, don't hurt the poor owl. I love him. Don't hurt him. Owls are like my favorite birds. Peace Strider. And there's the battlefield, gives you some life. Hey, another Urza land here. Urza's Mine. Sift, 4 mana, draw 3, discard. Not the best value, but I'm not too proud to admit that I've played Sift in Commander decks before when I was in need of good blue card draw. Sickle Slicer, a living weapon again. There are quite a lot of living weapons in this set. Very interesting. Crib Swap. It's a changeling. Riddlesmith. When you cast an artifact, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. That could be interesting in an artifact deck. Flicker Wisp. I've seen this card a lot, but I think mostly I've just seen this card because I watch LSV, Louis Scott Vargas. I watch him do vintage cube drafts a lot, and he loves playing this card. I think that's who I'm thinking. Or maybe it's Numat the Nummy who loves playing this card. I don't know. I watch a lot of vintage cube draft, even though I never play Magic the Gathering online. But anyway, this is a powerful card, but probably not in Commander. Galvanic Blast. Mana Reflection. This is a good card, right? If you tap a permanent for mana, it produces twice as much mana. That's got to be a good card. Very beautiful art, too, by Chris Seaman. Chris Seaman? I promise, I'm not making the name up. That's an awesome card. Oh, Walking Ballista. That's a big hit, boys. This card's worth... it's worth a few bucks. This is a nice card. You can make all kinds of infinite combos with it. Everybody hates this card because it's obviously overpowered. I feel like if you play Magic at all, even when I was a noob, I could tell that this card was broken. I mean, I'm still kind of a noob, but anyway, this is an absurd card. Great pull. Iron League Steed. Okay, that's boring. Ooh, another foil rare here. Salvage Titan. Sack 3 artifacts if you want, rather than paying the casting cost. Exile 3 artifact cards from your graveyard to return it to your hand. Okay, that's not bad. That could be a good card. Let me go ahead and sleeve that up. I think I'll probably just sleeve any notable foil that I run across. I'm going to throw in one of these sleeves. Oh, that was a pretty killer pack, guys. Good stuff, or good energy. Oh, and the token was a clue token. I love clue tokens, by the way. I would love for this mechanic to return. I just think it's fun. Drawing cards is fun. All right, next up. Might of the Masses. Driver of the Dead, Orcish Vandal, Cloud Reader Sphinx. This is like the best of the limited crew. These are all the cards that you draft. Magnifying Glass. 4 mana and tap it to investigate. You know? That's not nothing. That's not nothing. I mean, it's a 3 mana rock, which is below rate, but investigate, that's not nothing. Some kind of restoration, more skin wings. Ooh, I like this card. Thraben Investigator. Or Thraben Inspector, that is. I don't think I'm going to be putting this in any commander decks, but this is a very fun card to play with. Weapons Trainer. Other creatures you can control get +1/+0 as long as you control an equipment. I do like equipment. Oh, Path to Exile. I think this might be the best uncommon in the set. It's got to be up there. This card is extremely playable in every format. I'm sure I have commander decks that I want to slot this in, so great, great pull. Very happy to see it. Morkrut Banshee. It's morbid. Oh, Ferexian Revoker. This is definitely a known card. I've seen this guy around. When it enters the battlefield, you choose a non-land card name. Activated abilities of sources with the chosen name can't be activated. So this probably sucks in Commander, and the reason is, I didn't mention this earlier, Commander is a 4-player format. So generally you don't want cards that hurt one player. Like this, you pick their best card and then that card is dead, but you still got 3 other players to worry about. You kind of wasted a card, but this is generally a strong card, just not good in Commander. Sundering Titan, 8 mana, 7/10. When it enters the battlefield or leaves, choose a land of each basic land type and then destroy those lands. This seems good in Commander because, I mean, like, you can only choose one of each land type, but with 4 players, each land type is probably going to be covered, so you can probably get some good value out of this. People probably hate playing against this card because people get really mad if you destroy their lands in Commander, but seems good. Accomplished Automaton. 7 mana, 5/7 that fabricates. Meh. Ooh, Foil Death Reap Ritual. This is very playable in Commander. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died, you may draw a card. Card draw in green and black is not the easiest thing to come across, so this is definitely a notable card. I'll sleeve that bad boy up. Pretty hype, boys. And then we got a Elf Warrior token. In case you don't know about the tokens, I feel a little stupid explaining everything that non-Magic players might not know, because this is a Magic pack opening video. You have to be kind of a nerd to watch this anyway, but the tokens are not real cards. They don't have anything on the back, but sometimes a card says create a 1/1 elf token, and you can use this for that, or you can just, you know, use like an empty card sleeve and just remember that it's a 1/1 token. You don't need the tokens, but they're fun to have. They add some flair. We got the Gremlins, we got the Scavenger, we got, oh, the poor owl. I can barely look at that art, man. Seeing the owl scared like that just horrifies me. Apprentice Wizard, Chatterer the Squirrel, Sickle Slicer, Balduvian Rage, Strength of Arms, Hidden Stockpile. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you control left the battlefield, create a 1/1 servo. It's not really a big enough effect for Commander. Dark Steel Citadel, indestructible and colorless. I don't think this is ever going to come up in any deck that I play, but there are colorless Commander decks, so could be interesting. Esperzoa. I've seen this card, but I don't think it's really relevant to my interests. At the beginning of your upkeep, return an artifact you control to its owner's hand. That's an okay effect. That could be good. Engineered Explosive, Sunburst. It enters the battlefield with a charge counter on it for each color of mana. So you want this in like a 5-color deck. And then 2, to sack it, destroy each non-land permanent with converted mana cost equal to the number of charge count. Oh, equal? Wait, but so you can cast this for 0 and destroy all the 0-cost things? That's kind of relevant. This is a hard card for me to evaluate. I'm going to feel stupid if this is like a well-known Commander card. I've never played it or against it, but it's odd that it has to be exactly equal to the number of charge counters, but it'd probably be way too good if it was less than or equal. Mere Battlesphere. This is kind of a famous card. It's a 4/7 for summon that creates 4 1/1s, and then when it attacks, you can tap X untapped Mirror, which the 1/1s are Mirror, obviously. And if you do, it gets +X +0 until the end of turn and deals X damage to the player or planeswalker. So, powerful creature when you get it on the board. I don't know if it's powerful enough for Commander, maybe in some decks, but it's an interesting card. Alabaster Mage, foil common, and then a foil Divest. And then he's an ape. All right, boys, we're down to the final 3. If we're going to crack a Force of Will, it better be soon, all right, boys? Let's go. What do we got? Cast Down, Weapon Surge, Sylvan Might, Darksteel Axe, Vidalcan Infuser. Ooh, can he infuse my tea with beautiful flavor? Eager Construct is back. Gleaming Barrier. Remember the Fallen. Sandstone Oracle. Flying 4/4. Artifact creature for 7. When it enters the battlefield, choose an opponent. That player has more cards in hand than you. Draw cards equal to the difference. I mean, it's a powerful effect, but the creature costs 7. I don't know about that, but it's an interesting card. Sphinx Summoner, flying 3/3 for 5. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for an artifact creature card. That's very specific. Reveal it, put it in your hand. I mean, okay, it's a tutor. It's a creature with a tutor built into it, but it has to be an artifact creature. I'm sure there's some crazy combo you can build. Gore Clan Rampager. I'm really tongue-tied today. 4 mana, trample, 4/4, blood rush, discard it, and target attacking creature gets +4/+4. Probably not a good commander card, but a cool card nonetheless. Meddling Mage. This is another one of those, you pick a card name and that card can't do anything. Don't think this is applicable at all in Commander, but I think it is played in some other formats, so that, that's not nothing. Hey, boys, it's here! Remember I said I wanted this Baleful Strix? My beautiful owl son. Guys, owls are so cool, and this is a cool owl. Don't read the flavor text, though. It's beak, rends flesh, and bone. This is a heavy metal owl, guys. Watch out for him. But, I mean, listen, he draws you a card, he's a flying Death Toucher, and he's only 2 mana. I love it. I'll play this in any blue-black deck. No questions asked. Crib Swap. And Conclave Naturalist, another foil common, and a little servo token, in case you like creating servos. All right, two more, boys. We gotta believe. We gotta believe in some spice here. All right, Salivating Gremlins, Heartless Pillage, a Braid, very powerful card is a Braid. Supernatural Stamina, Chromatic Star, Magnifying Glass, the Restoration, the Crib Swap, Disciple of the Vault. Have a target opponent lose 1 life, not interested. Pongify, this is a very playable card. It's 1 mana blue removal, like, okay, it makes them an ape, but usually the thing you're destroying is like a 1,000,000, so you're happy to see it exchange for an ape. Very strong card for an uncommon. Dismantle. Destroy an artifact. That artifact had counters on it, put that many counters or charge counters on an artifact. So there's like multiple cards here that specifically deal with charge counters. So this would be a very interesting set to draft, man. I really wish, there wasn't COVID. I know that's obvious. I wish I could go to the store and draft. This would be a really fun set to draft, I bet. Vexing Shusher. Okay, it's another goblin. We talked about goblins are a well-beloved tribe. It's a 2/2 for 2. It can't be countered, and you can make target spell can't be countered. So it's like when someone's like, oh, I counter that. This goblin goes, shh. He says, no, you don't. Shh. So that's an interesting card. Kuldotha Forge Master. 5 mana, 3/5. Tap it, sack 3 artifacts, search your library for an artifact card, and put it on the battlefield. So it's a repeatable tutor, but you gotta have a whole lot of artifacts to sacrifice. But this could be a very spicy card. Tutor effects are very strong in Commander, because in Commander you have 100 cards in your deck, and they're all singletons. You have no duplicates, so being able to search all the way through that, well, I mean, technically you have 99. I'm sure someone's already writing that comment. Clear Shot, foil common, and then a foil Riddlesmith. Okay. Oh, man, the foiling on these is very unique. It does not feel like other foil cards. It feels a lot more textury. And then we got a copy token. All right, boys, last one. Last one. If we're going to get something good, it's going to be here. Come on, Mythic, baby. Let's see it. Let's go. How we doing here? Elvish Aberration? Defiant Salvager, Clear Shot, Gauntlets, Relic Runner, Costly Plunder, Pyrite Spellbomb. I believe this is our first Spellbomb. Is it? Aren't there a bunch of these? We've only seen one. Ancestral Blade, Hinder, Ulvenwald Mysteries. When a non-token creature you control dies, investigate. Oh, that seems good. And when you sack a clue, you create a token? This seems like a good card. I'm going to put this in the interesting card pile. That seems like a good card in Commander to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Golem Artisan. 5 mana, 3/3. Pay 2 to target artifact creature. Gets +1/+1. Pay 2 for target artifact creature gains flying, trample, or haste. Okay. Chrome Mox! Boys! Boys, we did it on the last pack. This is a good card. If you see this word on a card, pay attention. Things that are made of Mox tend to be really good. I mean, I guess it's made of chrome, but it is a Mox. What even is a Mox? It's some kind of rock. There's a bunch of them. They're all broken. Oh, on the last pack, boys. Oh, when it enters the battlefield. Look, you see it costs 0. We already said the artifacts that cost 0 are worth keeping an eye on, and this one is really crazy because you get fast mana, and fast mana is broken. That is a very good pull for the last pack, boys. And then we got... Wait, what? Wait. Guys. Check the tapes. Wait. This... Wait. Hold on. Hold on. I promise I didn't edit this, guys. I promise. Wait. This is... First of all, my second rare is a common... And it's an M21 card. This is not the same set. This is not from Double Masters. How is this my second rare? Come on, Wizards. I mean, I'm not sad because we got a Chrome Mox, but how, instead of a second rare, I have a common, and it's not even from the set? Have you guys seen that before? What is that? Okay. I promise. Watch the tapes. There was no clever editing, guys. There was no clever editing. And look, we got 2 foils, and they're both commons. Who cares? What? And a treasure token. But seriously, what? I'm in disbelief at this. This is crazy. I'm so glad I caught this on video. I mean, check the tapes, guys. It was in the pack. This was my second rare. That is insane. Well, we did pretty good there at the end. Let me just see if I can grab all the interesting cards here. Alright, so some of these good cards that we pulled here. We got the Chrome Mox in our second rare, Secure the Scene. We got Sundering Titan, Engineered Explosives, Mirror Battlesphere, Kuldot the Forge Master, Mana Reflection. I don't know how good that card is, but it seems good to me. Walking Ballista is a legendarily good card. Great pull. Salvage Titan, Vexing Shusher, Baleful Strix, and some other stuff. And then from the first 6 packs, we had that Foil Council's Judgment. We had Avacyn, O-Stone, Ad Nauseam, Mazarek. We only got one of these rare lands. I would have liked to see more of these, but I can't complain. Joyra is cool. Glimmer Void, is that card cool? Vishkal and Kemba. So we got some really incredible pulls in these packs, guys. Plus, don't forget that we got our promo Thoughtseize. So overall, I'm extremely happy with what we got here. We got some great toys to play with in my current Commander decks, as well as my future Commander decks that I still haven't built yet. So hope you enjoyed the pack opening. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing more content like this in the future. I know I had fun, and I hope you did as well. Stay safe, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.